In this video, we're going to be unboxing and taking a look at the new eufy PoE NVR security system S4 Max, a true security system which is designed to give you complete coverage and leave no dead zones. Let's jump in. The eufy PoE Cam S4 is a PTZ camera with 4K resolution and color night vision. In this kit, you're provided with everything you need to have a fully operating security system for your house, office, or property. Let me finish taking everything out and I'll go over the specifics. This kit comes with 4 cameras, 4 18-meter or 59-foot Ethernet cables, mounting hardware and guides, a user manual, a security sticker, the NVR with power adapter and cable, an HDMI cable, a mouse, and another Ethernet cable to connect your internet router to the NVR. Looking at the cameras, we can see a unique design which is made to provide as much coverage as possible and leave no blind spots. There's an upper 4K wide-angle camera, which has a 122-degree field of view and is fixed to the assembly. It can be tilted up or down, but does not rotate. However, the lower 2K PTZ camera rotates 360 degrees to give you complete coverage. The top 4K and bottom rotating 2K cameras work together to bring you one of the best security experiences. I'll dive more into detail and show you how these work in just a bit. The cables are covered to prevent water or debris from getting in, and also come with a sleeve or cover attachment to cover the Ethernet cables once attached. On the back of the camera, there is a micro SD slot, a sync button, and a USB-C port. These will come in use if you're planning on using the cameras without the NVR, and without Ethernet cables directly hardwired or attached to the cameras. So you do have 2 options. You have the option to hook up these cameras with PoE, meaning power over Ethernet, which both powers the cameras as well as transmits the feed or data to the NVR, all through the Ethernet cable, or you can provide a direct power line to the cameras and record to the SD card to view in the app. But the main feature of the system is to work on PoE to provide 24/7 recording. Moving on to the NVR, it has an 8-core processor and AI which provides helpful features to make it easier to sort through recorded video. The NVR has a pre-installed 2TB hard drive, which is expandable up to 16 TB. It provides 1000 megabits per second high-speed connection and supports up to 8 eufy cameras. You can connect the monitor with the HDMI cable to browse through recordings or watch live feeds, or you can connect the NVR to the eufy security app to watch and control everything with your smartphone. Talking about that, setup is very simple. Download the eufy app from the Play or App Store and install it. Then sign up or register an account if you don't already have one. Select to add a new device and choose NVR and go through the steps in the app to add the NVR. This will also guide you through connecting it to your internet router and connecting the cameras. As for installing the cameras, the included mount allows you to mount it both in a hanging position or on the side of a wall. You just need to flip the mount depending on which option you want to go with and run the cables through the hole of the mount. Now that we have everything mounted and installed, it's time to take a look at the cameras and features in use. On the home page of the app, we can see all the camera feeds. Once you click on a specific camera, it will pull up the live feed for that camera. Also, when you have the live feed open, you can use the pan tilt to manually rotate the PTZ camera and look around while the main camera continues to monitor the primary fixed location. Each feed is labeled so you know which one is the movable and which one is the fixed camera on the top left of the feed. You can also zoom in to get a closer look. Now if you want to record something you're seeing live and save it to your phone, you can hit record and it will save that recording to your smartphone storage. The same goes for the screenshot option. In the settings section of each camera, you can adjust the settings for motion detection, whether you want to enable or disable motion detection, adjust sensitivity for the detection sensor, as well as detection response, giving you the option to enable or disable motion for cars driving by, pets, or humans. You can also choose to have it record these detections, but turn off notifications so it doesn't pop up a notification every time a detection takes place. An activity zone can also be set, allowing you to select a detection zone, where only activity within that zone which you set up will trigger motion detection. In pan tilt settings, preset positions can be set so once the camera detects something and rotates, it can come back to the pre-selection position you choose. Auto cruise can be enabled when you have more than one preset position selected, allowing the camera to automatically rotate and monitor preset positions. AI tracking can also be enabled, allowing the camera to lock in on a moving subject and zoom in. In video settings, recording quality can be adjusted for each camera. Night vision settings can also be adjusted. You can select standard, which provides color night vision without the spotlights option, which turns on the spotlights when motion is detected for more clarity at night, and black and white, which uses infrared lights for night vision. Notification settings can also be adjusted, helping you customize it to better fit your requirements. You can also invite family or friends to view your camera feed in the shared device section. If you want to view recorded video or video which is captured during motion triggers, all that will be available in the events section. You can scroll to the event you want to view and select it, which will then load the recording. The recorded event can be downloaded to your smartphone storage by clicking on download. The events can be filtered by category or event type, detection type, which camera or device it was recorded on, storage location, as well as by favorites selected. Now in the Service tab, there is an AI learning section where you can manually add faces for the system to recognize you or family members to properly differentiate between you and strangers. Other faces automatically captured by the cameras can be tagged here. In the search box above the camera feed, you can specifically search for recordings based on specifics. For example, if you're expecting a package, you can select delivery truck, which is one of the automatically populated options, and it will bring up all the recorded footage of any type of delivery truck. Or say if I'm looking for someone who is wearing a red shirt, I can type in red shirt, and it'll bring up footage with anyone who's wearing a red shirt. This really helps filter through recorded footage fast and easy, without having to sit there and look through all the recordings hoping to find what you're looking for. So the fact that each camera is basically two working cameras in one, you get to have a constant recording of your primary selected location, at the same time have the rotating camera record another location. You get two areas covered with one device. But it doesn't stop there. You can choose to have it set up so the bottom rotating camera will track any motion detected. So if the primary camera is facing in one direction, and the secondary rotating camera is positioned 180 degrees behind it, for example, once the primary camera detects motion or activity, the rotating camera will turn from the back all the way around to the front and start tracking the movements of the person or object which the primary camera picked up. You're not stuck to just one angle or a single type of recording. Also, if you have the AI zoom enabled to zoom into people, and there are multiple people walking by, it'll automatically zoom out and keep both subjects in frame if one person splits off in a different direction or further away from the other. This way you don't lose track of anyone. The rotating camera is very useful since you can always manually rotate it to check on anything you want within its reach. With standard fixed cameras, you're not always able to get the best view of an area or the entire area. If the mail courier or delivery agent drops off a package somewhere the fixed location of the camera doesn't pick up, you won't be able to verify if the package is still there. With the option to rotate the bottom camera, not only can you have it automatically pick up the entire movement of the package, but you can manually rotate the camera around and see where the package was left, even if it's out of view of the fixed location camera. As for night vision, the quality is great. Whether with standard street light or no light at all, the Starlight Vision will provide you with color night vision without the need for any lights. You can enable spotlight for even more clarity, or use infrared for overexposed scenes. The quality of the cameras, the features, and the full area coverage they provide makes this PoE security camera system one of my top choices. The fact that I can watch two areas at once with just one camera assembly is one of my favorite things about this. Now I don't want to just sit here and mention all the good things about the system, since there are many. I also want to point out a few things which I think needs improvement. This comes down mainly to the app itself, and not the cameras or system. I really would like it if eufy would provide an option to enable or disable the encryption of the video recordings, since it does take some time to decrypt recorded files when you want to view them, and it can get annoying at times when you're in a rush and want to quickly look through events. Or if there's a way they can really speed up the decryption process in the app or how it works, it would be great. Another thing I would like to see is the option to download recorded footage from the web portal access, which allows you to sign in online from your desktop computer and view the recorded footage or live feeds. This would make it much more simple to download footage directly to your desktop computer versus having to either transfer it to your smartphone, then to your computer, or to a USB drive or external drive from the NVR. Aside from that, I don't really have any complaints. It's definitely a fun to use security system, and will make you feel much safer having it around to keep an eye on things. With that being said, I'll place links in the description for anyone who's interested in the eufy PoE NVR security system S4 Max, and I'll see you in the next one.